What up, numbnuts? This is Natsuki. Welcome to the Nuts Force, and we're playing Donkey Donkey Literature Club. Yeah.
Oh, is that what the game is called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just called Donkey Donkey.
DDLC.
Is there other Donkey Donkeys?
I didn't know.
What
There's
club
a-
did you think there?
There's a Donkey Donkey game for that's Mario 2,
Oh,
right?
a Mario Donkey Donkey?
No, well, nothing. I'll.
All right. Let's
I want Princess Peach.
Anyways, right click
Dibs
it
on,
then.
roll.
Okay, everyone, we're back.
All right. Monica.
Yeah, okay, everyone, we're back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're all done reading each other's poems, right?
No.
Eagles, tailfly. Raccoons. I had something extra planned. Today, so if everyone could sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we put together anything good in just a few days.
Hey, you never know.
We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting anything new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparation.
Don't worry so much. We have Nunu for all the manpower.
No. Please, no.
We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters. Now I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. It's just gonna be all poems.
Okay, that's great.
Eagles
and
can't
all.
fly.
Well, that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Oh, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Oh,
Performing?
P.
you, Monica?
Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayuri's been coloring a poster. Holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me? Monica? You did it! You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. You really think this is a bad idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But it's a sign. But I didn't sign up for this. You know? There are no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki-chan.
Ooh,
I could
she said
never-
Chan.
I could
Call me
never
Chan.
in my life do something like that.
Jackie Chan!
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys! Girls! Don't Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. But we put it on the posters! Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. It's my fault. So I'm sorry.
No.
But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same.
You know, poke my eye out.
Oh, here it is. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings. Like sunshine and alcohol. Being intimate with yourself. Finding new horizons. Animal Crossing. Having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons. Sorry. It's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Had to swallow my spit. But don't you want to share that with
Ew.
others?
Spit.
Ew.
It's called kissing. To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. ...
2 minutes?
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent.
Mm.
Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Ooh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over with.
Eagles can't fly. All right.
Yeah,
Pew.
maybe like spiders.
Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri-chan?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else expectant faces.
Fine.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. Big hug.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica-chan,
Isn't she your senior though?
this is too
I think they're the
sudden.
same year. I never said, well, you can't recite your poem in front of the club. How do you expect it to do in front of your senpai? Stranger.
Oh no.
Don't worry. We're not judging you or anything. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. I'll read your raccoons. Can I go next? Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in her mind for herself. It's a new poem.
Load me.
Load me. Part 2.
Yeah.
It's a computer. She's a robot. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is "This is the Way They Fly."
Monica begins reciting her
Alright, so
poem.
they start running and they jump off the cliff.
Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine.
She hit the rocks at the below and burst into flames.
That's her poem. She knows exactly how to apply emotions behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is that something she's done before? Or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Clap, 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 clap.
Clap, clap.
Snap, 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 snap.
Oh.
Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri?
I'll go next.
Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. Flash steps.
This poem is called
Raccoons.
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. Say Yuri.
Oh, you can do it, Yuri. I thought that was Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
All right, make one up.
Crimson butterfly.
Isn't that that's Fatal Frame, right?
Fatal Frame.
Alright,
Yeah.
make up a poem.
Oh man.
I'm just messing. You know.
All right, 5 words. Your poem.
It's dark. I see dark.
Tall
Wait.
lady.
There's something over there. Glowing.
Tall lady.
Red.
Take a picture. Take a picture.
Not one, but two. As I walk, you get closer and closer. It's bigger and bigger. You look. Contact. G contact. Some beautiful red eyes. That's all I got, guys.
You forgot
All
about
right. Crimson eyes.
You forgot the raccoon part.
I forgot the raccoons. It was the raccoon all this time.
It was the raccoon on this time.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading her poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refuses to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transforms into the sharp
And the moon
syllables
becomes red.
of a
I see
fierce
a glowing vampire.
and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly,
The rest is silence.
she finished. Everyone is stunned.
Ooh.
Yuri snaps into reality and glances around her
Brevity.
as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Clap, 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 clap. Everyone joins me after, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves.
Clap, clap, clap.
It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. You know about vampires? Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayuri,
Shut up. It's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror or your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then.
alright, what is your poem about? It's about my medal.
Grass is green, and I keep on running forever. Never ending. I think I'm going in circles.
That sounds about right.
Sounds about right. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match.
In circles and in circles and in circles.
The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's sincere and bittersweet. If I were to read this on a paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud.
I did it! Woo.
Good job, Sayuri!
Even Nunu liked it.
Good job,
Is that right?
Sayuri.
I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of your poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Squish, squish. The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. Eagles can fly. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Nunu. It's not like I can't compare it to you guys anyway. Might as well let Nunu lower everyone's standard a little bit more before I have to do it.
Natsuki, I love you.
It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today.
Ooh, perfect for Natsuki.
I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem.
Bubbles and
Roses are red,
Bubbles
valleys are
and
blue.
rainbows, doki doki fly fly. It brings me peace. It makes me happy. It is joyful.
Do you have like a death in there or something? Sad word.
Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive
It's like
applause
one
anyways.
clap. Click.
Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less of about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. Wow. That's something that'll improve over time though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called. It's called. Why are y'all looking at me? because
you're presenting.
Oh, it is.
Anyway, this poem's called Jump.
All right, Kumba, ooh, make one up.
Amy likes to jump. Cheetah likes to jump. Birds can fly. But I hate Amy. So I jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. It's a poem about Amy.
Yep.
Well, while she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and it rhymes to it. Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone's applaud. Yeah, good job. She hops back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Oh, we're about to.
Well. Do you at least feel prepared not to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is. So,
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too.
Yes, I will.
It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're all putting in this effort for the club. That makes me really happy.
Happy. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and we'll have that weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait!
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
All right.
I can do this.
I stand up. There is no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best.
Great.
Ready to go, Sayori?
look at you two, always going home together like that.
We're holding hands. Kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, girls. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
Must be a little nice though.
Well, Not really.
What are you trying to say,
How am I
huh?
supposed to respond to this?
It's okay, Nunu. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's just go. Let's get it. Let's skedaddle.
Peace.
I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home.
I want bottles.
Hey, Sayori.
Ooh, woo. Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to.
Sayori fumbles her words.
So let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
Huh? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on
Like
a
her or not?
You're kind of putting me on a spot here. Well,
Oh, that's all you.
choices.
A little bit like, oh, yeah, go.
I don't know what this choice is. It's
Natsuki
hard.
or Sayori?
Minute. You like her.
Which one?
Can't all three of us walk home together?
I live the opposite direction of you, boy.
It's not even you.
Alright, if she asked me, I would walk Natsuki home.
Then you click it.
Yeah.
Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that makes my heart pound? Oh, I mean, oh, clicked the wrong button. I think I should be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turn her down.
Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? She's Mo.
That has nothing to do with that. That had nothing to do with what I just said.
You admitted it. You like her. I'm telling everyone.
Jesus.
That's gonna be my poem next. Nunu likes Natsuki.
There's not even any point in speculating something that never going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know.
Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her, though I can, but there's something that makes her happy. I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time?
More poems.
No.
All
Don't worry
right.
about it.
I need to get my mouse hidden. My mouse is hidden. All right. How am I feeling right now?
Shame.
Judgment.
Judgment. Daydream.
List
Yay! I'm bouncy.
after image. Let's go.
Uncontrollable. Desire. Lollipop.
Lollipop. Agonizing. Massacre.
Massacre.
Massacre the lollipop.
Fester. Let's see here.
Depression.
Oh, what the heck?
I know.
You spin
Clap those
me
cheeks.
right.
I can't.
round, right
It's so hard.
round.
Okay, there it goes.
Contamination.
Contamination.
Engulf.
Scars.
Engulf.
I feel very passionate right now.
Yay!
Skipping.
Over.
Ego.
Hmm.
Analyzing. Load me.
Happiness.
Hee Happiness of bottles.
Feeling lucky today.
Prophet.
Feeling lucky. Melancholy. Ooh. I'm gonna go ocean.
Lust.
Come on, where's my mouse?
Left.
Live. There it goes. Crimson.
Crimson butterfly.
With the raccoon and half.
Determination. Oh, our treasure. I do treasure. Variance, bubble wrap,
Variance.
tragedy.
Headphones, baby. Tell us.
Strawberry.
Dazzle, bedazzle.
Nicholas Cage.
Fertile.
Fluffy.
Holiday. It's so fluffy I could die.
Twirl,
You
skirt,
fall
smile.
up her skirt already.
Final Fantasy, man.
Um,
Yeah, tiny mini skirts.
I'll go with smile.
Heaven sent. Okay.
Hell yeah. Summer kitty. Kitty. Come on.
Cats go meow.
You're close right there. Yeah. Okie dokie.
Doki doki.
Forever alone.
Waterfowl.
Excitement. Extraordinary. Starscape.
Melody.
Anime. Oh man. I'm the last one here again.
Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Where are you practicing piano again?
Yeah. That's why I'm not in the background music.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano?
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess that's passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you? And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
And weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki?
Oh yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayuri all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid. A pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You? Of all people?
Yeah, I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Want to fight?
Because it's right in your name.
I don't get it.
Mon, Ika.
Oh.
That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke made no sense in translation. Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Question mark?
Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Fine.
Your reaction aren't as funny as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
Where is Sayuri anyways? Oh, there you are. Sayuri is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayuri. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
I just feel like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Smiley face.
Sayuri shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else. You said you go home with Natsuki.
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayuri before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone's back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayuri recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Nunu, what's up, yo?
Hey, what's up, my homie? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but Have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Nunu. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bother her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. I'll try talking to her myself.
Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing up with the person of interest.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Nunu.
Lies.
Who you walking home with today?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? How on earth would you come up with something like that, with that conclusion, huh?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know.
Huh?
She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not anything different now that it's always has been.
You're so funny, Nunu.
Huh?
Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to the conclusion, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now.
Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica.
Hey, you!
What's up, homie? Huh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me.
You're just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time. So,
Sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything.
it's not like I'm worried.
Let's walk home together.
I was just...
Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. Oh yeah, that's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer.
Yeah, you better. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone. And I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything.
She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all.
Sayori? Thinking about her?
Yeah, she seemed pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh.
Natsuki exhales.
Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. Perfect. But anyways, you're best friends. But you're her best friend, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. In that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right?
Well, I guess that's true.
I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important.
Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes.
Exactly.
If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious.
Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands.
She really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
Don't get the Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so
I was not! Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry up and get started already.
yeah.
All right.
All right.
Ooh woos.
A woos. Anyways, our beautiful numbnuts, we will see you on the next episode and find out what happened.
Nice
What have I
classroom.
put myself into?
Nah,
I haven't felt this way since
You're in
high
the
school.
You're in the love.
we're back in high school.
Well,
Back
this
in high
is 5
school.
people, right? Love Pentagon.
Got love heart PTSD over here, man.
Doki doki. Doki
You're in the
doki.
Doki Doki. That's what it is. We'll see you guys next time.
Yep.
And wonder what happens next is really silent. I don't know if I
Bye.
like that.
Bye, everyone.